Thursday, everyone, and welcome to episode 3 of On the Right Track. I'm your host, Hayden Gray, and I'm very excited for the episode we have put together for you tonight. We'll flash back to the results of the Galion Kiwanis Invitational, reveal the top PR from last week along with this week's nominees. I'll have a chat with East Knox senior Nathan Streby at last night's KMAC Invitational, and then I'll also take a look at who you need to go out and see during next week's district track and field meets. Well, first and foremost, I'd like to thank our exclusive show sponsor, Spherion Mid Ohio. Spherion is staffing and recruiting specialists servicing 9 counties throughout Mid Ohio. Spherion Mid Ohio offers professional jobs for amateur sports fans and everyone in between. Visit the link below to see jobs they are currently hiring for, learn about the perks of using a staffing agency, or to fill your current staffing needs. Well, Galion High School hosted the annual Kiwanis Invitational this past Friday in front of a large crowd of spectators under some sunny spring skies. Lots of our local schools were in attendance, along with some big-name programs from around the area, such as Avon, Liberty Benton, and Ottawa Glandorf. Let's flash back and find out more about the standout performances from this past Friday. First, we'll start by taking a look at the team results for the boys. Avon came in and edged out a narrow victory over the Arrows of Ashland. Shelby took 3rd place, Mansfield Senior 4th, and rounding out the top 5 was Lexington. Following the Minutemen was Liberty Benton, Galion, Ottawa Glandorf, West Holmes, Colonel Crawford, Marion Harding, and Ontario. On the girls' side, Lexington was victorious. They continue their hot streak of meets here as of late. Taking 2nd was Ottawa Glandorf. Shelby, Colonel Crawford, and Avon were 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Following them was West Holmes, Liberty Benton, Ashland, Marion Harding, Ontario, and Galion. Some notable performances on the boys' side was Mansfield Senior's Keontae Bradley taking home 1st place in the 100-meter, 400-meter, and 200-meter. His teammate Aaron Thornton was victorious in the 300-meter hurdles with a time of 40.88 seconds. Shelby's Huck Finnegan won the 1600-meter with a time of 4 minutes and 29.17 seconds. And Kyle Maltrick out of West Holmes took home the high jump with a jump of 6 foot 2 inches. On the long jump side, Carter Newman out of Lexington took 1st place with a final jump of 21 foot 7.75 inches. Now we'll take a look at some of the notable girls performers from the Kiwanis Invitational. From Shelby, Ava Bowman, the freshman, won the 100-meter and was a part of the winning 4x100-meter relay team. The Lexington 4x200-meter relay team, composed of Lowry, Patterson, Arnholt, and Thomas, set a new PR with a time of 1 minute 45.89 seconds, taking home 1st place. On the distance side, Kayla Gonzalez from Shelby won the 1600-meter with a time of 5 minutes 11.67 seconds, and Cecilia Chase of Colonel Crawford won the 2-mile with a final time of 11 minutes 47.11 seconds. Now to field events, where Shelby's Madison Hankel won the long jump. She jumped 17 feet 1.25 inches. Miranda Stone of Galion took home 1st in shot put with a final throw of 39 feet 4 inches. And Gabby Ralston out of Colonel Crawford won the pole vault with a winning jump of 11 foot 0 inches. Well, we had another excellent grouping of personal records submitted last week, but it's time to find out who you voted as our Episode 2 Making Strides winner. Accounting for 76% of all votes received, your Making Strides winner from Episode 2 is East Knox senior Nathan Streby. Congratulations, Nathan, and give a huge thanks to everyone in Howard who voted for you. Now let's take a look at your 5 nominees for Episode 3. Starting off at nominee number 1 is Joe Stupka, the junior out of Clear Fork. Joe set a new school record in the 400-meter with a time of 48.86 seconds. Your second nominee is Miranda Stone out of Galion. The junior set a new PR in shot put and discus. Her new shot put PR is 39 foot 4 inches, and her new discus PR is 132 feet and 1 inch. Nominee number 3 comes from Lexington, where sophomore Megan Herring set a new PR in the 400-meter. Her previous PR of 2 minutes and 19 seconds has now been shaved down to 2 minutes and 17 seconds. Our 4th nominee is a sophomore from Shelby. It's Mr. Devin Marsh, who has set a new PR in discus. His former best of 102 feet 8 inches has now been set at 125 feet 3 inches. Our 5th and final nominee for this week comes from South Central, where freshman Fallon Shoemaker is your Firelands Conference champion in pole vault with her new PR of 10 foot even. I'd like to give a quick shout out to the South Central Girls 4x4 team for breaking their school record, Chloe Stewart of Clear Fork setting a new middle school shot put record, Michaela Harris of Mount Gilead for PRing in discus, Ava Bowman of Shelby setting a new PR in the 200 meter, and Madison Henkel of Shelby with a new long jump PR. Remember though, for the top 5, 1 vote per user per social media platform. You will have until Wednesday of next week at 11:59 p.m. to get your votes in. Well, we've reached the halfway point of the show, so it's time to hear a brief message from our show sponsor, Spherion Mid Ohio. When we return, I caught up with East Knox senior Nathan Streby at Tuesday's KMAC Championship Meet. Our conversation is coming up next.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
Welcome back to On the Right Track, presented exclusively to you by Spherion Mid Ohio. This next segment has quickly become one of my favorite parts of the show, not just because we talk about an individual's success on the track, but we talk about how this athlete is making an impact on their team as well. Nathan Streby of the East Knox Bulldogs has certainly seen success on the track, but the work he puts in goes beyond what you and I are able to witness. Here's our conversation from this past Tuesday. So we're down here at the KMAC Championship Meet at Northmore High School. I have East Knox Nathan Streby with me today. Nathan, first off, I just want to ask you, how would you summarize your senior season thus far, and what goals still remain on your checklist for the remainder of the year?
So I've had a pretty decent season so far. Everything's kind of been going smoothly. I mean, been healthy. I've been doing some good workouts throughout the year. I had last week, I ran the 2 mile at Mount Vernon on Friday. I got the school record there. I don't run the 2 mile, but that was just the last distance record that I had to get. Felt great about that. Back at Fredericktown, I ran a PR, a 4:23 mile, and then chased that with a 1:54 800, and I was very pleased with that, both meet records. And I'm really looking to see where I can go with the 800 in the postseason. So hopefully I'll get that down to a 151. That's the main goal right now.
Yeah, it was really awesome. I got a chance to see you running that definitely opposite weather meet that we had down at Fredericktown, but for sure you've been on a tear. So I always wonder too, who have been some teammates, coaches, or maybe someone outside of the program itself that's really pushed you your whole running career, and especially throughout high school? Who's been really those people that have pushed you and helped you get to where you're at?
Yeah, I'd like to shout out Dylan Moreland and Sam Whitney, both seniors from last year on the 4x8 and 4x4 teams that went to state. Just having those guys to train with, compete with, and just have that environment. Like when practice would get canceled for weather, we'd go to Dylan's basement and lift. You know, I kind of miss that from last season. Coach Jones, he definitely gave us some good workouts in cross country and during track. And Paz, shout out to her. She would ride her bike and pace us for some tempo runs on the bike path. So that really gave us a little bit more comfort or push to go faster and work harder. So that was definitely helpful into getting me where I am now.
Yeah, obviously those people have been instrumental in helping you get to where you're at, along with your own hard work, which has paid off. You know, how does it feel, for anyone who doesn't know, you're obviously committed to the Ohio State University, so how does it feel to have that opportunity once high school is done you still got some unfinished business now, but once you are able to get down there, how will it feel to, put on some new colors and represent such an excellent and prominent program?
Red is my favorite color, for sure. Okay, Geiger, I'm sorry. But I mean, when I chose to go to Ohio State, I signed as a walk-on. So that was a financial risk, I would say, because other places were offering me more financial stability after I graduate. But I really didn't want to sit comfortable, I kind of took a step out and went walk-on for Ohio State because I wanted to be able to look back when I'm older and be like, dang, I had that opportunity. I wish I would have done that. So I'm going for it, and not having that comfort of being taken care of is really gonna help push me to be okay, I have a little bit of pressure on myself, not negative pressure, but I have something to work towards, something more to work towards. So I definitely am very excited to go down to Columbus, and it's an hour from home, so it's not too far away. And running D1 Big Ten is going to be awesome. I'm so excited.
I mean, it's definitely, talking to you last year down at State, I knew that was a goal, and it's definitely inspiring to hear you talk about that. So while we're on the topic of inspiration, what kind of wisdom would you share to maybe those that want to improve whatever event they may compete in, during high school, or someone who hasn't even started running who wants to and may be afraid to take the next step? What kind of wisdom would you pass on, as an accomplished runner?
Take your easy days easy and your hard days hard. Seriously, if it's an easy run, don't push like crazy. That's not when the work's getting done. Take it nice, comfortable recovery, and active recovery is good too. You don't have to take a full day off. You can do just a light run with easy intensity, and then on the workouts, kill it if you can. Go as hard as you can. I will say don't overcomplicate it. I started to do that a little bit. I started to think, okay, way too much on what I was eating, all these tiny little things. Yes, what you eat and other things like that do account, but I was kind of over stressing about it. So it's really just don't overcomplicate it and have fun. And that's pretty cliche, but if you don't enjoy it, why are you doing it? And have a moment of reflection after you do something that you're very proud of, and appreciate what you did to get there and actually completing that goal that you were working towards. So.
Well, such great words spoken from an excellent young man. It's been a blast to watch you throughout your high school career. We're looking forward to watching you here today. So best of luck with the remainder of your high school career, and we look forward to everything else that's in store for you.
Thank you.
All right, here with Coach Ewalt, head coach of East Knox Track and Field. Coach, first I just want to talk to you a little bit about Nathan and just the work that he's put in over these last 4 years. You have obviously got to see him at his best and his worst, and not just at meets, but at practice. You get to see all the opportunities, the ups and downs. So just tell me what kind of kid you have with Nathan and the work that he puts in.
Nathan's a great leader. He basically this year he's taken over our distance program and pretty much run it himself. I particularly coach mostly the sprinters and field events, and with input from last year's distance coach, Nathan, we kind of put together a program, and Nathan takes it each and every day, runs the program, runs the workouts, tells the kids what they need to do. I'm going to miss him next year, but that's basically how it's going this year, and he's done well with kids. Kids look up to him. Anytime they got questions, he's got answers. This pretty much sums up Nathan. He's a team kind of guy.
I was going to kind of gear the question more towards how has he helped you as a coach, because normally we talk about how the coach can help him. You kind of answer that. So maybe a side question, do you ever see coaching being something now that he's already kind of doing, but do you ever see Nathan being a coach someday?
I could definitely see Nathan being a coach someday for sure.
And then finally, what kind of moment, if there's one that sticks out, or just anything, can kind of describe maybe your relationship with Nathan, or just anything notable over these last 4 years? I'm sure there's plenty, but if there's one that sticks out, what kind of moment can you reflect back on that you really enjoyed with him and the team?
A notable moment, I've had so many, but the one that sticks out the most was at regional finals last year in the 4x4, and we were running against the state champs, South Central, and Nathan pulled it out at the very end. We actually beat them at regional finals. Of course, they went on to beat us at state, but it felt good, and in that moment when he crossed the finish line, the way he held the baton and pumped his chest, it was a great moment.
And then I will ask you one more question. Talking with Nathan about the choice to go ultimately to Ohio State, and we talked together about the risk that he, took to do that, but then just how that really embodies the hard worker that he is. What kind of conversations did you have with him about that? And what do you think he can accomplish there? I'm sure you got to be very proud.
Oh, I'm very proud. Yes, he's definitely one of the highest recruited kids that I've had come through the program in my 28 years, and I think he can do whatever he sets his mind to. Honestly, I really do. I mean, with the program there at Ohio State and how they train and do, I can't wait to see what he produces.
Absolutely, and we can't either. So thanks for taking a minute, Coach.
All right, thank you.
Well, you can catch Nathan Streby competing at the district meet at Granville High School on Wednesday, May 17th for prelims and Saturday, May 20th for finals. But who else in the area should you make space on the calendar to go see next week? It's time to mark your calendar, get set, and go see some of these amazing area athletes at their district meets. First up on our district meet watch list is Keontae Bradley and Aaron Thornton out of Mansfield Senior. They'll be competing at Findlay High School Thursday, May 18th at 5 p.m. Finals will take place Saturday, May 20th at 11:30 a.m. If you'd like to go see Joe Stupka of the Clear Fork Colts, he'll be competing at Ontario High School Thursday, May 18th at 5 p.m. Finals will take place Saturday, May 20th at 11:30 a.m. Also taking part in the Northwest District meet at Ontario High School will be the Shelby Whippets, where Huck Finnegan, Kayla Gonzalez, Ava Bowman, and Madison Henkel will be in competition. Of course, you cannot forget Shelby Grover out of Lucas. She'll be competing at Colonel Crawford High School Wednesday, May 17th. Field events begin at 4 and running at 5, and we keep you on the right track.